DR Sports, we've got Matisse here. We've just watched the game. Chelsea getting off to a winning start. Penalty, Jorginho bearing it. What did you make of the performance?
First half, better than the second. Second was poor. It was not easy to watch, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Cucurella in the building. 62 million pounds, you want to call it, guys? We can call it that. But he looked like he was worth it, to be fair. Great cutback for Sterling. I was getting City vibes. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that second goal. But loads of corners that we didn't take advantage of in the first half. The defence were basically, the foundation of the performance. Koulibaly, Silva man in the match. You can definitely still see that there's still a lack of imagination, maybe creativity with some of the forwards. Definitely need to make some additions there. Tuchel, when Silva's not playing at 38 in that back three, definitely maybe look at the 4, try and put more attackers on that pitch, see what you can do. But we've played a 4 before, even against you, I think, and we got absolutely ripped apart. So I think it's some profile problems that we need to look at. But yeah, I'm just happy for the win. The record at Goodison is horrendous. So first game of the season, points, move on. That's how it goes.
Yeah. What else do you want to see Chelsea do in the transfer market? Because they've been splashing the cash now. Cucurella, £62 million. Sterling, Koulibaly. I mean, 3 top quality players, you've got to say. But even with that, there's still been a lot of people doubting Chelsea this season, saying that they don't think they're even going to finish in the top 4. Number one, why do you think that is? Are people underestimating Chelsea?
Yeah.
And number 2, what else do you need?
I think people are underestimating to a degree. Same team that, before the injuries at Christmas were in the title race to a degree. Same team that went to Real Madrid and won. So there is quality here. But when we look at that attack, that's for me where the upgrades need to come in, because Jamaican Independence Day, it was Sterling or bust. Do you know what I mean? He was the one making things happen. Everybody else was sleeping. Tuchel was like this. Like that. many, many times in the second half. And he's correct. Even Reece James looked a little bit laggy. But for me, I think, there's a lack of imagination at times. When you look at City and Liverpool, especially City, the amount of playmakers they have, creative players. Liverpool, those forwards are very clinical. We just need to be a little bit more cutthroat in those areas. So I definitely feel like once we make those additions, or we clear out the likes of Werner, Ziyech, free up some of the squad places, then I think we might see something better. But it's his first game. Until then, I'm quite easy. It's just a long season, World Cup year as well. So I'm not going to start panicking about quality of football this early on.
Yeah, and finally, Aubameyang, linked with Chelsea. Would you take him? Would you like to see that signing happen?
Only to rattle Robbie. Listen, if I could get one of them backflips in the Emirates on a loan deal, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind it. He's got a Tuchel, chemistry there from Dortmund. I don't think it will happen, if I'm completely honest, because he's only just joined Barcelona.
He's been heavily linked.
Yeah.
And we see that, Barcelona, they're struggling to even sign on the players that they bought. So it could happen.
It could, but much like De Jong, it's the player's decision at the end of the day. And I think Aubameyang would probably want to stay at Barca. Why would you want to leave? So, I don't see it happening, but if it does, I think he's a better fit than Ronaldo. He's quick. He's still got good speed, good finisher. And that's the kind of cutting edge I'm talking about. If you have maybe a Sterling, Aubameyang, whoever in the middle front three, Broyo or Havertz, whoever ends up, that's more cutting edge. So, I wouldn't mind it. But
or is it time to give somebody like Brojo a chance?
Yeah, he came on today. He looked sharp. He closed down Pickford, who was horrendous. Can I just say? I need to say that before I leave. Pickford was horrendous. And Southgate was watching, thank God. So hopefully he starts to see in the World Cup that he needs to make some decisions in that department. Basically cost him the game because, Everton were really good, especially in the second half. They were in the game, competitive, both halves. And then Pickford wanted to have, individual errors and moments. And it was wild. So I think for us, we're just happy to get out there alive, to be honest, because it could have easily been a draw. Everton were very good.